So after about, a few hours of sleep, went to bed at 4 a.m., got up around, 10. More than a few hours, actually. That's like a couple few hours. That's 6 hours of sleep I think I got last night. But hey, I'm here. And I want to do this soon for Tier 2. So Tier 2, here it is. I did it not last night, today. It's been today. I keep forgetting it's today, Even though it might be 4 a.m., it still counts as the same day. But here you guys go. This is the team I used. I just want to give a nice big shout out to Quiet Storm because him and actually we give another shout out to Fatal and also Baka, Blade Baka. Those three guys are, at least to my knowledge, the ones that I have seen beat this and have been successful. Between, those three, the only one that has kind of gone off the path and done their own thing has been Baka. And what he did there was, like, everybody did the same mods, but for Baka's comp and what he ran, he didn't even run his zombie, and instead he ran his spirit. For me, I don't have those high relics, so I have to use a zombie just so I can get some better RNG with, and hoping that the enemies hit zombie instead of, somebody else. So Baka did a no zombie run. Everybody else, including me, did a zombie run. So shout out to those guys, and also especially big shout out to Quiet. We're going to show you some of his today in his run, because mine I recorded on an iPad. I was just so frustrated this morning with it. I really wanted to get it done. So this is what I was running. Relic 5 Daka. What is important here, you might ask? Well, you don't need speed. I just have apparently fast mods. I just tossed on her. 100 and almost 20k HP. I would shoot for this. I mean, Relic 5 I feel like is the bare minimum for this entire event. Sidious in Phase 4, you guys know, is insane. He has crit me for 120k very, very consistently. So ideally, if you could get your Daka, above that threshold, like 130k, very, very important. But it's hard to accomplish that because down here you need, and I'm telling you guys, you need a critical avoidance arrow. If you do not have one of these, there is probably zero chance of even having a solid attempt at winning this. Not in your cards. If you do not have this, you will not be able to win. So if you guys did not know about Daka, she gets, with her mastery, more critical avoidance. So she's actually almost at 50%, 42%. And if you were to, get her Relic 7, it'd be even closer to 50%. So yeah, you're gonna not only need high HP, but also need that critical avoidance arrow. And, it would be ideal if you could toss on some defense as well. So my mods here, I toss on my best. This is my best. If you guys have followed me around for a while, this is by far my best mod I have on my account. 28 speed with some HP and a critical avoidance, of course. And then this one is a high defense one with some speed and HP set. Well, HP set in primary, and another primary here, and another one here with some more defense. A fast one here, just because I didn't have another HP that was 60. I wanted that defense to be 20% instead of, whatever it was, like 11 or whatever, 12%ish. And this is another one I wanted because it had good HP there. So Relic 5 Daka, very, very important. She's the most important one here because, as you can see, I beat this with pretty much only Gear 13 Relic 5 Daka, a Gear 12 Rest, and a Gear 11 Talia. So I didn't even touch. The only mods I touched in my runs today was just Daka's. Literally, that's it. Everybody else's mods here are exactly the same as how I use them in GAC and DW. So, I mean, that's not really important to go over, I don't think. So that's a Saj. Talzin, I feel like, if there's one I would probably say is I'd probably go for a lot of HP on Talzin, because if she can survive as long as she can, her Plague Bearer unique can spread the plagues around a lot more frequently and a lot faster to get down those big guys like Maul, Dooku, to make it so it's even easier to get your RNG going faster for you. And then going on here, didn't use Spirit? You might say, why not? Well, because the Saj is way better. I mean, the Saj is the Dispel, the heals, especially the heals. I mean, on Talzin, or on Daka, they're pretty clutch on Daka. And the stuns as well. And then you have Zombie here. Like I said, nothing's been touched. A 37k HP, super, super squishy of a Zombie here. That's nothing to go over. I did have one of these critical avoidance arrows. Maybe toss on one of those. I feel like that would be very, very helpful as well. And the last but not least is Talia. I haven't touched her mods in over 2 years. She's been the same one. She's Gear 11. And she has 20k HP, 35k protection. Doesn't matter though, because all protection will be gone. And you know what? That's it. That's my run. That's my mod. So without being said, I'm going to swap over here to my run. Like I said, this is on iPad, so please bear with me here, guys. So here we go. This was recorded because I didn't want to care too much about recording P1 to 2. Didn't feel like that was very important because it's like the same exact thing over and over again. The only thing here is a setup in Phase 3 and then the Phase 4 RNG with Cydia. So the setup here in Phase 3 is to never ever use your celerity. The thing down here, you guys see this thing, where the guy's like that and then there's things coming out of his head? Never use that until you're on Phase 4. Because if you use that, it increases the cooldown of all your other celerities by 1, and you're going to be able to not use it as quickly. So don't use that, and coming into Phase 4, you want to time the Daka. I mean, there's RNG here as well. You want to time the Daka revive so that your Talia does have some good TM going into Phase 4. So she had a pretty decent chunk. If you guys want to see what her TM looks like right here, let's just slow this down a little bit. So, yeah, Plagues are kind of RNG here. In a good way. But right there you can see Talia is almost pretty much close to full, which is very important here. So you're going to have to, in your Phase 3 run, you know, you're going to have all cooldowns off and ready to use for in Phase 4, and also having Talia very, very high TM. So now we're going to go back here, see how Phase 4 is going to look. And I feel like now it's going to actually, I'm going to go same speed actually. This is very, very important as well. So there he goes. Even though my Talia is very, very close to full TM, Cydia still went before me, so you can see here all this nice big juicy damage that you can do. He cannot crit your Daka. That's why critical avoidance is very, very required. If you don't have it, don't even bother attempting this. So you have to have that. You have to get a run where he does not crit your Daka, so that, you know, with all these crazy revives, you get your revive back, or with those crazy deaths, you get your revive back. Revive everybody. Has to be good RNG there, I feel like. Maybe actually, ideally you want everybody, but I think maybe you can pull it off if at least just Talia gets revived with like maybe some others. I mean, the chances of everybody reviving is actually pretty solid. It's like a 75% chance or 70% chance to revive the Night Sisters. So, I mean, that's very solid. And then now what you want to do here is to use your AoE here. You want to save the heal for after you cleanse with Talia. So we're going to actually use the AoE now, so you get more plagues and defense down. Not too important here, but the plague is. Now with Talia, you're going to cleanse that ASAP. You want to get rid of the healing immunity, because that will screw you up. And now you're going to use your own plague here for hoping to get at least 2 to stick. One from the actual plague ability itself, and then another from the leadership with Talzin. So I think we land 5. And we do. So we landed both there. And he goes again. Kills Talia. Unfortunate, because if I could have used the other second special with the stagger, I would have been able to stagger him and then attack again, because he has lower than 100% HP to get rid of all that TM. So that's kind of unlucky RNG there. Now we're going to use the heal, because not only will it heal up our Daka up to full to tank another hit, but it's going to allow us to inflict another plague. So that's what we're going to do here now. And boom. So that's a nice one right there. 6 stacks. The AoE comes in second time. Yet again, we tank it. We do not get crit yet again. Critical avoidance is necessary. And then you do another revive here. Got lucky again. Like I said, this is probably the best RNG I had, you know, testing whatever, 20 some odd times. And now you're going to still use your specials. I think I opted to use this one, yep, this one here, even though I couldn't really hit again, but the stagger is very, very nice. So now I'm going to still save celerity. I would really only use celerity only on Asajj if she didn't have her other 2 specials to use. But it's okay here. We have 9 plagues. This will kill him. Boom, there he goes. And we're going into Phase 5 now with everybody alive. So actually, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to use Quiets here. I feel like I'm going to use all of mine, actually. So I'm actually sorry, Quiet. Big shout out to you, though. I'll leave a link to that as well if you guys want to see a not as close to perfect RNG run. So one thing I noticed here in this run, with my run, is in Phase 5, you have to stop Vader and Death Trooper What I only did here was I kind of neglected Death Trooper and I only went for Vader, which is okay, but like right there you just saw he terminated me, which means now I cannot get my Talia back. She is gone for the rest of the battle. The rest of the rounds. 46k, she's gone. So, I ran this entire from here on out with no Talia. Again, good RNG. I mean, you know, bad, good RNG. Bad that it actually landed and he got it off, but good that it landed on Talia and not like Talzin. If it landed on Talzin, this is over. Because if she cannot be revived, we are screwed. So, now that we killed Vader, we gotta go for Death Trooper. What I probably should have done, though, at the start of this round was kind of hit back and forth, landing those stuns, you know, all those things on both of them, Death Trooper and Darth Vader. So, like, now we can't even use our Talia, we can't cleanse, we can't get more turn meter, we can't stagger, we can't heal more, you know, all that's gone. Still doable, though. I do think it's still doable, and it is. We can see here. So from phases now 6 and 7, very similar. Phase 7 is a lot tougher than this one. You do have some people who can counterattack here though with the stormtroopers. Still not a big deal. So now it's okay to use celerity because you want to kind of stack the speed up and try to go a lot more fast. And then you still do the plagues do all the damage here. So we're gonna kill Phasma. We're gonna strip all that. And boom, boom, boom. So yeah, stuns, plagues, revives, all your friends here. Like I said, I feel like this is probably the best. If you have, let's say, you know, Gear 13 on most of them, maybe not high enough relics, but a for sure high relic on your Daka, I would probably maybe not use Zombie here because she'll never get a turn. I mean, you can see here she's never getting a turn. And if we had somebody like Spirit in here as the 5th instead of Zombie, they would actually get a turn because with this, the Horde or whatever the red debuff is, she has like way less speed. She'll never be able to go. So maybe you want to actually instead use somebody else. But like I'm saying with like these revives on Daka, with all those zombie kills and her dying, you're gonna get a lot of HP, and for Asajj a lot more offense. So here I think I'm gonna try to go for Crew or for Kylo. Maybe I'm not. I feel like in this scenario I'd probably try to land a stun, but I didn't, so it's okay. Another thing here in this phase, between, you know, after you get phase 4 done, the only scary phases are 7 and 8. So 7 in here is with Kylo's healing immunity that he can apply to your Daka, but he's probably never going to because he's always going to use his specials anyways. Another thing that's scary is the advantage that the TIE pilots can hit you with. They're guaranteed crits on your Daka, so that's kind of scary as well. I got a bit scared here actually. I got nervous a little bit. So let's see where. Oh, actually no, I think that was maybe a bit previously, but yeah, I got a bit scared with all those advantages and double taps, you know, happening on my Daka. But you know, like I said, if we had Talia here, she didn't somehow get killed there by the Terminate, we would be 100% fine for this. So that's phase 7, guys, and now going on to phase 8. Very, very similar, but another RNG factor with who is Darth Nihilus going to annihilate. Because if it's Daka, you lose. You lose. So, he goes before you. You revive. And then you're going to do that. What I should have done there, hang on. I made a huge misplay, now I'm just seeing this. I should have done the celerity now, so I get a taunt up, so I don't have to risk my Daka dying. Should have done that. Because I had a very, very lucky, very, very good RNG with him picking the zombie over my Daka. So I should have done celerity there, so we just tank the revive, or tank the annihilate, because if you didn't know, Nihilus, you can get revive, that's cool, but you can revive, or you can get the annihilate, but you can still revive after the annihilate. So annihilate is not the good annihilate in phases 8. It's actually the crappy one where you can still revive after the annihilate. So you might think this is a bit scary at the moment, but you know, as long as you know the deaths are coming in, it's gonna reduce the cooldown of your revive, and she's gonna get even more turn meter. You're totally fine. Another lucky thing there with this choosing zombie. I mean, this is kind of it. RNG, guys. Like I said, I probably spent as much time as I think I spent almost on my gas event. Getting him unlocked in phase 4 because of the RNG is so dang unlucky. I mean, if you think about it, you're going to need, in phases 4, you're going to need to probably tank 2 crits. So if you have like a Relic 5 Daka like I have, you're not going to have that much critical avoidance. It's going to be like 43%, I think, is what it was. So, I mean, let's just check. I mean, 43% critical avoidance, or, where is it? Yeah, it's right there. 42.5% critical avoidance. So you're going to have to tank 2 of those. And then in phases 5, even after you beat that, you're going to have to try to handle and manage Death Trooper and also Vader, which is kind of annoying at times. And then in phases 8, or in phase 8, the RNG with the Annihilate. So, like, 3 big things there. So, there you guys go. Tier 2, rather, on this event. I got it. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna. This is already a long video as is. I just want to show my run. But I was planning on showing Quiet Storms, but I think I'm not going to. But I mean, go watch that if you guys do. I'll leave that in the description below. So big shout out to you guys who helped me. And if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it around, and sub to the channel if you guys are new here to the channel. I might delete my video I did previously because it was kind of like bagging this event and how it's like impossible. But it is possible. I just was not patient enough to wait for somebody that was smart to do it. So thank you guys for watching. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace out.